Welcome back to another Sister Talk. It's Tara Chantel. I seen a post floating around that's trending right now talking about get you a rich man, get you a rich husband, and it had me thinking, why don't you want to be a rich wife? Why don't you want to be a rich woman? Why are you settling to be bought? Why are you okay with having an allowance every month? Why do you feel like you need a man in order to be successful? It's going to have to come to a point where you are okay with eating at the table alone, because that means you know what you have to offer. That means you know your self-worth, and you are okay with eating at the table by yourself, and you're not just settling for anyone just because they got money. Because a man can smell when a woman is desperate, when a woman is thirsty. When a man sees that, they gonna play you like a dummy, because that's how you view yourself. You don't know your worth, and you okay with just being bought. You are okay with just materialistic things, and that is all he is gonna give you, the bare minimum. You don't need loyalty. You don't need a man with integrity. You don't need a man of God. You don't need nobody faithful. You just want a bag. You just want some shoes. You just want to look good. You want something that is shallow. You are okay with money. And that's all you need is someone who got money. That's someone who can provide for you. When in reality, you can provide for yourself. But that's when you tap into your own bag. That's when you are okay with yourself and not willing to settle for less. Because when you're settling for less, you're going to get mistreated. And it made me realize that a man is only an accessory, not a necessity. You do not need a man in order to be successful. You can get your own success. You can get your own bag. Once you realize your worth, your patience is going to be this thin. Play with me if you want to. You can skedaddle real quick, because we don't got time for that. A man knows how to treat a woman. If he doesn't, he still has some growing to do. And you should not even want to sit up here and try to raise a boy. That's what he had his mama for. His mama raised him, right? So why are you trying to raise a grown man? Trying to give them chance after chance to get right. They know right from wrong. They see your self-worth, so they gonna continue to try you. I can continue to try her because all she care about is just being bought. All I know is I just gotta come home with flour and she okay, so I can still continue to do my dirt. It's gonna have to come to a time where your patience is this thin. Your patience is this thin, and you can't keep giving someone chance after chance to continue to hurt you. And this is where you're going to have to let these dudes know. They get too comfortable. You got them feeling themselves a little too hard because they know that you need them. Because you tweeting things like, oh, I need a rich man in order to be successful. So they know they can try you. And when they know they can try you, they going to stump all over you. They going to walk all over you. And you're going to have to let it be known that, yes, I'm letting you in my world, but you are not my world. You are not my everything. If you try me, this world is going to continue to spin with or without you. So understand the honor, understand the privilege it is to be around me. And you need me before I need you. But you're going to have to get that. You're going to have to get that real with them. You're going to have to get that confident with them and know that this having you is just the icing on the cake. And if you are not a man of integrity, a man of faithfulness, a man of God, eating icing without the cake will just give me a stomach ache. And you're not going to set yourself up to fail. You're not going to set yourself up to just be bought out here. You can get it on your own. You should not depend on nobody else to provide for you. You got to be able to stand 10 toes solid by yourself before you even have somebody else in the picture with you. If you're not even able to afford your own lifestyle, then something got to shake. Something got to give. Don't think that you need somebody to buy you. You can't afford your own lifestyle. You need to downsize, honey. You need to get real with yourself. Because I don't know how in the world are you able to fix your lip to ask someone to give you this when you can go out there and get it yourself. You can out here and go make it shake yourself. That should never be the goal in life in order to feel like you need to be successful. Because having a man is just a plus. It's just an add-on. But you got to know your value before you have anybody in your life. You got to know your worth. And you got to know when it's time to skate, when it's time to let go. Everybody is not meant to be on this journey with you. And you're going to have to be okay with eating alone. Because you know what you bring to the table. And you know you can't be bought. And that should not even turn you on with someone with money. Because that's not your money. That should not turn you on by just getting an allowance every week. How is that satisfying you? In a position where you are solid and you can stand on your own. That you can provide for yourself. That should never be the goal, trying to find a rich man. That should never be the goal. Because if a man sees that, they are going to try you every time. They see how shallow your self-esteem is, how shallow you are, how shallow this world is making you. Because all you care about is looking good, is being a trophy wife. So that means he can treat you, slap you over, do whatever he can to you, and you gonna be okay because you got a Gucci bag on your wrist. You got a Gucci bag and you gonna be okay. Material things cannot fulfill you. That's not gonna be enough. That does not define your worth. If you feel like you need material things to be happy, or you need material things to prove yourself to somebody, to have validation, you're going to have to build your self-esteem, because that's where it comes from. You're going to have to be okay with what you got for yourself because you worked hard for it. Because I understand social media feel like, oh, this is relationship goals, having matching nice cars, having a big old house, having all this stuff that's material. But in reality, it's all fake. It's all fake. It's all a pump fake. Ain't nobody really happy. Ain't nobody really happy because everybody doing their dirt. Everybody betraying each other. You have to be able to provide for yourself before you have anybody in your life. You're going to have to be okay with eating alone before you have anybody else at the table with you. You're going to have to be okay with who you are, and that you don't need anybody to fulfill your happiness or fulfill your success. That does not define you having any materialistic things or having a man by your side. That does not define you, and that does not complete you. You're going to have to complete yourself, and you're going to have to realize your self-esteem and know that a man is not a necessity. A man is only an accessory. It's your girl, Tara Chantel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another Sista Talk. I'm going to be back at you with another one.